All right, so a proportion is an equation stating that two ratios are equivalent, okay? You can solve equations involving proportions by using the multiplication property of equality, okay? Very fancy for, do you remember how to cross multiply by any chance? Yes, cross multiply? Come on, pen. Hold on. There we go. Now it's going to work. So cross multiplies. What do I mean when I say cross multiply? Yeah. 45 times 15 is going to equal x times 25, or 25 times x. Does the order matter? Does it matter that I did 25x instead of x 25? No, it doesn't matter. All right. Calculator friends, I'm going to need you to help me out. What is 45 times 15? 675. Woo. And 25 times x is just 25x. All right, so we're still tying into solving for x. What's that? Borrow what? Clorox? Yeah? Okay, yeah, give me a second. Like a Clorox wipe? Yeah, okay, give me 1 second. What am I going to do to get rid of the 25 that's attached to my x right here? Divide. So what is 675 divided by 25? 27 equals x. Okay? And we can always test this, right? How could you test it? You could plug it back in. Yeah. So I want you to try that. Try doing 27 divided by 45 in your calculator. And also do 15 divided by 25. And see if they're the same. What did you get when you did 27 divided by 45? What is 27 divided by 45? 0.6. All right. And then what did you get when 15 divided by 25? 15 divided by 25? 0.3? Okay, then try 27 divided by 45 again. Because these should be the exact same thing. 27 over 45 is 0.33. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. And then 15 over 25 is 0.3 repeating. So that's a way you can check yourself, is you can plug it back in and make sure that they do match up. All right, let's do another one. How about n divided by 2 equals 6 divided by 12? Tell me how to set it up. Multiply what? All right, 6 and 2. And then n and 12. Come on. Okay. 6 and 2 is going to equal n times 12, or I'm going to put 12 times n. What is 6 times 2? 12. There we go. And that's going to equal 12n. So how am I going to get n by itself? Divide both sides by what? By 12. And what is 12 divided by 12? 1. So our answer is n equals 1. You ready to try one? Yeah? You try 3. You try number 3. Check your answer with mine. So 8 times 21 is 168. So make that equal to 13 times x. And then you divide both sides by 13. We do get the decimal 12.92. We usually round it to about 2 places, the hundredths place. How we do? Do good? Yes? Okay, y'all gotta talk to me. This can be really easy or really hard. I just need you to let me know which one it is. Okay. Because number 4, we're going to do a little bit of a level up. Okay. Why is number 4 a little bit of a level up compared to what we've already done? What's a little bit different about it? It's not just an n anymore, right? Now it's n minus 4. Okay. So that means we're going to have something a little bit more fun to do with this problem. We still set it up the same way. We still cross multiply. So my first piece right here, 8 times 3. Okay. This piece now is 2 times n minus 4. Which should look familiar to us from our grouping. Remember when we did this with our grouping and solving? Okay. So 8 times 3, that's just 24. Over here, I need to distribute my 2. So 2 times n is 2n. And then 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. You keep going. I'm going to stop. You keep going. Get n by itself. You get n by itself. Did you get another decimal as an answer? Oh, I definitely typed in the wrong numbers. Plus 8 divided by 2. Okay, this is a nice whole number. What is it? It should be positive 16. Okay, what do we do first? We add the 8, right? To get 32 equals 2n. And then we divide by 2. 32 divided by 2, that gives me my 16. What'd you do? Oh, okay. Did you move the 24? Okay, so you can do that, but then you got to move the 2 to the other side. Does that make sense? You can't have both things on the same side of the equal sign. Want to do another one like that? Number 5 is another little step up, because now we're going to have an x on both sides. See how this is tying into the stuff we've already done? A variable on both sides, that was what? Section 1.3? Okay. So that's what number 5 is going to end up looking like. So let's do orange. Cross multiply. I'm going to do 9 times 2x minus 3. And it's going to equal x times 24. What am I going to do with that 9? Distribute. So when I distribute 9 to 2x, what does that give me? 18x. Good. To distribute means to multiply. Are we getting that? We're going to do a lot of distributing this whole year. So make sure I want to make sure you understand when I say distribute, you're multiplying 9 times 2x, which gives us 18x. And then 9 times negative 3 gives us negative 27. Good. And then this other side, we have 24x. So there's an x on both sides, right? I need them to be on the same side. Since 27 is already on a side on its own, move that x away. Okay, so let's subtract 18x to the other side. This 27 is still negative. What is 24 minus 18? Ooh, careful. 6. And now it would, my last step to get the x by itself, How do I move that 6? We're going to divide it. So negative 27 divided by 6. What did y'all get? Logan, how about you? What are we getting? Negative 4.5? Good. How are we feeling? My quiet class. Okay. Is it the cross multiply part or the solving part? When you do the diagonals? Okay. So yeah, we're always going to multiply when it's an equals. Fraction equal fraction, you get to multiply the diagonals to each other. So this guy right here, what is diagonal from x? 18. So you're going to multiply x and 18 together. Does that make sense? Okay. So these two get multiplied together. 18 times x. And then 12 is diagonal from 2x minus 5. So 12 times all of 2x minus 5. We do the parentheses to show that whole piece was in that other numerator. That whole piece needs to stay grouped together. Maybe I should do arrows. See how the arrows kind of make a cross? We're crossing over each other? Okay. So 18x is just 18x. Nothing. Oop, I forgot my x. 18x. There we go. Now my other side, we have grouping. I need 12 times 2x and I need 12 times negative 5. There's two pieces here. So let's do 12 times 2x first. What is 12 times 2? 24, and then we just put an x with it, right? 24x. And then 12 times negative 5 gives me negative 60. Good. How did you feel with that? Better? Okay. All right, now we need to solve and get my x by itself. What are we going to move? The 24. Good. Why am I not going to move the 18? It's already, you see how 18x is already sitting there by itself? Okay, so you don't want to move that piece. You want to bring the other x over to it. So 24x needs to get brought over to 18x. Okay? So how am I going to move 24 to be with his friend? Subtract it. Okay, I know to subtract it because it was a positive number. So 24 minus 24, that gives me 0. It's gone from that side. But now over here, what is 18 minus 24? Negative 6x equals negative 60. So now we have our variable term equal to our constant, which means my last step is to divide. What am I going to divide? Negative 6. There you go. So negative 60 divided by negative 6 gives me a positive 10. Negative over negative gives me a positive. 60 divided by 6 will give me 10. Okay. And again, you can plug things back in to test them if you're ever unsure if you did it right or not. Okay. So what is this? 10 over 12? Oops. That gives me 0.83. And then over here, 2 times 10 minus 5 over 18. That's what? 20 minus 5 is 15. and 15 over 18, I get the same thing. So that's how you can check this off. You can plug them back in and make sure your two sides are the same value. All right, your favorite one. Look at all those words. All right, parts of Mexico City are sinking at a rate of 140 centimeters every 5 years. If this rate remains constant, how many centimeters will the city sink in the next 12 years? Okay, so we have a rate, right, of how something is moving. When cars go, how do people say the speed of a car? Miles per hour, right? So how would I say the speed of the city sinking here? What per what? Yeah, so centimeters per year. So that's the ratio, centimeters per year. So we know centimeters will be on top and years will be on bottom. Does that make sense? How to kind of develop our ratio to know just where to put what. Okay. So the rate is 140 centimeters every 5 years. That's our first ratio. Okay. So we know it's 140 centimeters every 5 years. So if the constant remains the same, if that rate is the same every single time, okay, then how much is it going to be in 12 years? So I know 12 years. Come on, Pin. I just gave you a new battery. There we go. We don't know the centimeters, right? So this is where my X is going to go. So 140 centimeters in 5 years equals, I don't know how many centimeters, but I know it's 12 years. Does that make sense of how to set it up? Okay. And now it's like one of our beginning ratios. So when we cross multiply, tell me what I'm going to multiply together first. What is it? What are you going to multiply together first? So 12 times 140 equals 5 times X. All right, 12 times 140 gives us a lovely number of 1680. There we go. Equals 5X. And our last step, to get X by itself, divide. Divide by 5. We're going to get X is equal to what? 336. Now we have to answer the question. How many centimeters will the city sink in the next 12 years? 336 centimeters. So just make sure we answered the question. You can't just say 336. Like what? Watermelons? Miles? Right? So make sure you answer the question. Is 336 centimeters. Yes. Yep. Have we seen this before? Have you done proportions before? Kind of? Okay. So it wasn't like brand new. It was like kind of familiar, but it hasn't been recent. Okay. All right, beautiful. So we got time to work on our assignment. Hopefully you can get it done. So go ahead and get those Chromebooks out.